and welcome to episode 9 of my early access save on FM24 with Liverpool. Coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you. We're away to Chelsea and then at home to Newcastle. So let's get straight into it and I'll show you the team to face Chelsea in just a moment. Okay, here is the team, and it is Alisson in goal, back four of Robertson, Konate, Matip and Gomez, Thiago at the base of midfield, Endo and McAllister ahead of him, Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, Nunez up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well my assistant manager wants them to go out there and impress me. Yeah, I think that's probably the right call, so we will pump the fists and agree with that. And let's get into the tunnel for our tunnel interview. Does the team need to start scoring more? Every team wants to score more goals and we're no different. It's Derby Day, how much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? I wouldn't call this a derby, to be honest. So I'll go with, it means more to the fans, but we have to look at it as just another match. How much of the good run of form has been due to a positive atmosphere? Life's more fun when everyone's happy. So let's get into the match and try and get another win. So it's absolutely massive that we win this match, and we must not lose. So Chalobah for Chelsea, all the way back to Sanchez in goal, finds Colwill, comes up over halfway. Darwin Nunez nearly wins it, but Sterling comes forward, finds Chilwell, back out to Sterling on the left, pulled back to Gallagher who crosses. Robertson's clearance only finds Colwill, who bursts through, and Alisson with the save prevents the goal. So let's demand more already. And it is an outswinging corner from Nkunku, headed behind by Gomez. So Chelsea will get another chance to put the corner over. And hopefully this time we can deal with it a little more convincingly than that. They've gone for a different routine this time, and the highlight comes to an immediate end. So 10 minutes in, still 0-0, and we haven't had a shot yet, so this is not ideal. Let's encourage and see how that goes. It's definitely worked because of the green faces, that's a good thing. So Caicedo back to Chalobah, James onto Enzo. Diaz briefly won it back, and the shot comes in from Chelsea, pushed over the bar by the goalkeeper, so Chelsea will have a corner. Chilwell with the left-footed outswinger, pulls it back to Madueke. Chilwell into the area, back to Sterling, and he's got the shot away, but it's cleared. Madueke to Chalobah. Madueke cuts in field, shoots, and it's gone straight through Alisson into the back of the net. Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. Attacking, demand more, and we're going to need to make some changes sooner rather than later. Konate wins it back. Diaz turns it to Darwin Nunez, gets to the byline, pulls it back, and Robertson is dispossessed. Konate wins his header, but the highlight comes to an end. And that is really not ideal, the way we've played this opening 35 minutes. We need to at least find an equaliser. Madueke shoots, but this time Alisson is right behind it. And it remains 1-0 to Chelsea. So big changes needed at half time. Not quite sure where yet, but there will be changes. Salah's definitely going to have to come off. He's not having a good day against his old club. So, thrash the arms, sort it out, and now let's give them the tools to do that. So, Mohamed Salah for Diogo Jota. Who else can come off? Who's that on a 6.4? That's Robertson. So Tsimikas will replace him. And also Thiago's having a nightmare. So let's bring on Trent in the defensive midfield role. And do we go for a fourth sub as well? Thinking possibly Szoboszlai for maybe Endo. Or maybe Luis Diaz might be the answer. Let's try Szoboszlai for Diaz. And let's go for it. We've got one more sub remaining. So let's demand more. And see if we can manage to find a way back into it in the second half. So 55 minutes gone. Still 1-0, so demand more again. I don't think it was a demand more that I hit last time. I think I missed it. And now we've only got one sub remaining. Darwin Núñez for Cody Gakpo. And after this highlight, I'll just make a slight tweak to the forward setup. Madueke plays it in, and Enzo Fernandez doubles Chelsea's lead and surely wins them the match. Unless this is offside, which I don't think so. But you never know. The goal is disallowed. It remains 1-0. So now we can make that change to the forward line. So we'll put Jota up front and so Gakpo and Szoboszlai behind him. Confirm those changes. And we've got 15 minutes, so we'll demand more, one more time. And let's see, can we manage to take advantage of the disallowed goal and grab an equaliser? Or are we going to be 6 points behind leaders Manchester United? That's not a sentence I was expecting to be saying this season. But it is the reality. That's the full-time whistle. Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a home Premier League game against Newcastle. Team for this one, Alisson in goal, back for Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate and Alexander-Arnold. Thiago at the base of midfield, Endo and McAllister are ahead of him. Diaz is on the left, Salah on the right, Diogo Jota up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well my assistant thinks that the media have given us a lot of credit and we should go out and put on a worthy display. I can't see that being the case at the moment. Let's say we'll pump the fists and we'll say we're favourites and I want us to play like it. And let's get out into the tunnel. Is the first goal going to be crucial? Goals win matches. It's always helpful to get out in front. Newcastle are currently 7th in the Premier League. Is there a chance Newcastle could take all the points? Of course they've got a chance. It won't be easy. Alexander Isak has been one of their best players this season. Where would they be without him? Yeah, he gives them something nobody else in the team can. So let's get out there and see if we can beat them. And at the moment it's Newcastle on the attack. Burn to Soyuncu down the left hand side. Endo's taken it off him. He's played it forward. Diogo Jota I think has kept himself onside. He's found Diaz and Foyt makes the block. So we'll get a corner. Only the second minute of the match. Alexander-Arnold with the right-footed corner, headed up rather than away, and then the follow-up ends up in the arms of Nick Pope. And the highlight comes to an end. Good start. So let's let this highlight play out before we make any interventions. Diogo Jota plays it back to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk to Konate. Out to Alexander-Arnold, plays it into Diogo Jota, it's off the post and cleared by Newcastle. So they've had a couple of let-offs now. Let's demand more and see if we can manage to make one of these opportunities stick. Newcastle with the ball, Foyt to Tonali, Longstaff. Plays it back to Soyuncu, into Bruno Guimaraes, but we've won it back. Luis Diaz into Diogo Jota, and that looks like 1-0. I don't think it's offside, but it is tight, so I could easily be wrong. Sadly I am, it remains 0-0. And we've played 19 minutes. Alexander-Arnold with the throw-in to Konate. Finds Van Dijk into Endo, plays it to Robertson on the left hand side, forward for Luis Diaz, turns, plays it back to Endo, and he's given the ball away, but Almiron's under pressure and they've got away with that. They've kept the ball, but they're still in their own box at the moment. So if we can put the squeeze on. In fact, Salah's won it back and Endo shoots wide. Big chance wasted. Let's go attacking. I'm not going to do a shout, but I will go attacking. Salah cuts in field and he's got a chance. He's hit the post and Diogo Jota is there to put away the rebound. And once again, there's a question mark over offside. This one's given. It is Liverpool 1, Newcastle United 0. And that lifts us back into second place. So, good place to be. Newcastle yet to have a shot with 35 minutes gone. Now they have, but still nothing on target yet. Long may that continue. Konate to Alexander-Arnold. Back to Konate, to Endo, plays it forward for Diaz, turns it round the corner to Robertson, gets to the byline, crosses it in, and Diogo Jota's shot is charged down by Soyuncu for a corner. Alexander-Arnold with it, right-footed corner, headed away. Salah, but the highlight comes to an end. And that is very nearly half time. So can we manage to get a second goal just to secure things? Not before half time. It is 1-0 at the break. So let's go in the dressing room and encourage the boys. So outstretched arms. Yeah, I'm going to say you can go out there and play without pressure. And let's have a look at potential changes. I'm going to make at least one. So, Thiago for Gravenberch. And, in fact, Diaz for Darwin Núñez. And I think we put Darwin Núñez up front and start the second half. So let's demand more. And straight away we're on the attack, but Newcastle have won it back. Foyt to Cher. Foyt into Almiron, who's able to get away from his marker, but we've won it back. Gravenberch's ball forward for Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez hits the crossbar, and Dan Burn can bring it away, and the highlight comes to an end. We've completely dominated that first half, and in fact the first 55 minutes. Look at the state of the XG, 3.5, and it's a second goal for Liverpool. It is Ibrahima Konate with the header from the corner, and it is Liverpool 2, Newcastle 0. So that looks a little bit more secure now, and we can start thinking about resting players now and just trying to secure the game as best we can. As we go close again, I'm thinking Salah probably is going to come off, but it's Robertson with a corner. Header from Konate, this time is wide, so we'll get Salah off, give him a rest, and bring on Cody Gakpo. And I'm going to take Diogo Jota off and bring on Dominic Szoboszlai. It's played forward. Konate wins it, finds Gravenberch, who plays it through for Cody Gakpo, and he finds the back of the net. And with 72 minutes gone, it's Liverpool 3, Newcastle United 0, and the game is now 1. So we will confirm those changes. And I'll just check whether I can make any more subs. I can. So we'll wait for this highlight to play out, and then we'll make all of our remaining changes. Pope to Cher. Plays it forward to Foyt. Longstaff to Tonali. We've won it back, and Gravenberch plays it through for Szoboszlai, and his shot is repelled by Pope. Gakpo takes it out of play, and let's now make the remaining change. We've got one left, so we'll take off Andrew Robertson. In fact, yeah, we'll take off Robertson. In fact, no, I won't. Change of plan. We're going to take Alexander-Arnold off and bring on Joe Gomez for our final change. We'll confirm that sub, and we've got 10 minutes to see out the win comfortably and take the 3 points home. And we're into stoppage time, and there are 5 minutes of added time. But we have seen that through successfully. There's your final whistle. Liverpool 3, Newcastle United 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the Premier League table. And as you can see, with 27 games gone, we've got 19 wins, 4 draws, 4 defeats and 61 points. We're 6 points behind leaders Manchester United and 1 point clear of third placed Manchester City. So let's take a look now at when we're going to come back. And I'm going to play 2 games off camera. I'm going to play Burnley and the first leg against Leipzig off camera, bring you back for the home Premier League game against Arsenal and the second leg of our tie against Red Bull Leipzig. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.